Hi everybody, Avana Intuitive here with our Thursday, August 29th, 2024 energy readings. I love all my readings. I love doing them, but I really especially love doing these energy readings. They really always seem to just, be right on target. So before we get started, I want to remind everyone that this is for entertainment purposes only. Please like, share, and subscribe. As you know, it helps the channel, and thank you so much to all my subscribers. And let's just get right into it. I have picked, this is going to be a surprise, the Akashic Tarot by Sharon and Klingler and Sandra and Taylor. Turns out they're not only sisters, but they're twins. So anyway, love their deck, and that's where we'll be pulling our main cards from. Getting a clarifying card from the Moon and Stars Tarot, Jayne Wallace. Love that deck. And then for our 3-card pick, I'm doing Notes from the Universe cards with my Dooley. So these are a little bit different than our usual 3-card pick type cards, but I just thought, you know what, a note from the universe is always a nice thing to get. And I'll mention this again, I'm sure, but you can certainly sign up and get a note from the universe. He will deliver them daily to you. You can go to Mike Dooley's website at tut.com, and you can sign up. He also he has all kinds of things going on, so it's not just that. But if you're interested in getting more notes from the universe and getting one every day in your, I guess, email, or I don't know if he texts or what, but I know I'll get them in my email. You're certainly welcome to do that. So anyway, here we go. Let's think about the energy for this week with this Akashic Tarot. I'm going to give it a couple more shuffles. Okay, let's pick and see what we have. Guess what? Beautiful cards, as always. Let me also pick a clarifying card from this Moon and Stars Tarot. All right, here we go. So, the first cards that we get is, let's see, here we go. I'm going to go through them separately, but we have the 2 of Roses, which says Winged Messengers. And we have Birth. That's the number 4 on that card. That's like a major arcana type card. And then we have the 8 of Keys, which is Master Artisan. And then for our clarifying card, we have the Page of Swords, and it actually says Education. So let's get going. 2 of Roses is our first card. Two of Roses, and it says Winged Messengers. That's a beautiful card there. In fact, oh my gosh, yes, with the birds and the angel. And here we go. A white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you or another or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about the home and inheritance or personal finances. The dove brings a message from your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in the situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have a tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. Okay, that's our first card. Then we got 4, which is Birth. The sun shines upon a plain in England where stands an ancient henge in the distance and a grove of birch trees nearby. Upon many of the trees is carved the old Celtic Ogham letter, Beath, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that, which represents the birch tree and stands for birth. A beautiful woman walks forward carrying a basket while 2 children run happily after her. With this card, it's time for a new start, perhaps an actual birth or at least a metaphorical one. An old phase is passing away and a new one begins. But even this new beginning has roots in your deepest history and your past lives. There may be some labor involved, but it's a labor that bears fruit. This card is associated with fertility, sensuality, and motherhood. There may be new energy in a romance, the family, or the home. You could be giving birth to a creative project too. Whatever it is, celebrate. Prepare for the wonderful growth and opportunities that are about to come. Okay. And then we have the Eight of Keys, which is the Master Artisan. Here we go. Inside a bright and bustling artisan's workshop, apprentices are busy at their workbenches, which are arrayed with the beautiful fruits of their labors. The master artisan pours a number of beautiful shining gems into the open hands of one of his apprentices. This card indicates that you now have the opportunity to offer your talents, your purpose, and your gifts to the world, making a contribution to many. Don't be shy and don't hold back with what you have to share. It's not the time to hide your light under a basket. As a matter of fact, you may find yourself teaching or training your skill set to others. You may also be demonstrating your gifts and performing your talents publicly. Even if your gifts lie in the ability for loving, compassionate care, you will be sharing those gifts with others. In this period of time, you can build your reputation and take advantage of the opportunities that come your way. So take action, put yourself out there, and let yourself shine. There is much beauty and empowerment for you to bring to the world. Wonderful. And then this is so interesting because then we got this clarifying card of education. So, okay. This is what I'm seeing, and it's so like, I don't know if it really resonates with you, but this is really resonating with me moving forward, right? Of course, there's challenges. Of course, sometimes you have to make a stand and say, listen, this is how things are going to be, right? I'm moving forward. I'm opening up to a new creativity in my life. I'm not going to be sitting here. Now, this is pertinent to me. I'm not going to be sitting here doing the dishes. Nothing wrong with doing the dishes. Nothing wrong with housework at all. I do housework, but I'm not going to be stuck doing all that stuff because I have to fly. I have a creativity that I have to let out and I have to share it with the world, okay? So, you know what? But that brings challenges, doesn't it, my friends? When we start to kind of make a stand or not put our foot down and also in a graceful way, in a nice way, but we're starting to upset the apple cart. We kind of sometimes have to turn over a teacup, right? Sometimes some tea spills because you know what? We need to really embrace and grasp on to our next phase in life and where we're going and how we're getting there and who we're helping when we go there, right? So we have that. But then we have this beautiful birth, right? Moving forward, teaching, training, learning. I mean, opening up to this beautiful sunlight. Look at this mother with her young children, teaching, learning, going out, enjoying the sunlight, enjoying all the beautiful gifts that we all have. But you know what? Sometimes, so while there may be some family conflicts or some conflicts, even I'm hearing more like inner conflicts, you know what? It's all good because we're still family. We're still the dishes will get done eventually. It will all get done. But I'm going to change things. I'm going to upset this apple cart a little bit so that I can have the free time or the time I need to now move into some different phases of what I need to do. So that's card 2. And then, of course, having this Master Artisan card, going out and really teaching and learning and being and showing your beautiful light and your beautiful creativity to the world. All of us have it. You know what? I think I said this before, but I'll say it again. And I believe it's attributed to Wayne Dyer. And I could be wrong, and I apologize if I didn't give the correct credit, but let's not die with our song still inside us, right? Sing that song. Let's move forward. Let's do what we have to do. And that's my kitty cat, Peek, and she's agreeing with me wholeheartedly. So there you go. And then, of course, this Page of Swords card. Yes, education, cutting out like what we don't need anymore, moving forward. Swords represent intellectual. Sometimes putting our foot down, sometimes saying, I'm not doing that because I have something else that's kind of more important for me to do right now, right? So just a beautiful card of moving forward. I hope it resonated with you to some extent. If it didn't, that's totally fine. But I have to tell you, this message did resonate with me. And, and it's just a beautiful message for all of us, I think, as we move forward. Again, it is what it is. And sometimes that's the message. but it might not be time for you to start to implement all the, or maybe just a little bit, baby steps, right? Because we don't want to upset I don't want to upset my personal apple cart, but I also have to be, I know, respectful of my family, my friends, and their apple carts, right? But sometimes we got to do a little changing to move forward. So again, just a beautiful message. Now let's see, we're going to do the, 3-card pick with the notes from the universe cards. So let's, I'm thinking to get a message on something, of course, that you're thinking about. Like, think about something that you're interested in. But this just, to me, is really just a message from the universe that might resonate with you. So let's see what we get. And I'm not really familiar with these cards, so we'll see, right? All right, let's see what messages, which message may ring true with you, right? Card 1, card 2, card 3. Think about which card resonates with you, 1, 2, or 3. All right, my friends. The first one, of course, is a note from the universe. There are those scattered on every continent who are so compassionate and wise and loving that the depth of their character completely escapes those who are still relatively new to time and space. How do you deal with that? Incognito, the universe. It's just as well you'd bore of the paparazzi fast enough. Okay, so let's see. Well, let me see this. There are those scattered on every continent who are so compassionate and wise and loving that the depth of their character, I love it, completely escapes those who are still relatively new to space and time. You know what? If you're watching this, I'm sure that you are, very much into your spirituality and compassionate and wise and loving. And you know what? All you do is go about your business, right? All you do, how do you deal with that for other people that maybe aren't noticing your grace and your love, or you don't think they're noticing? You know what? You just go about it incognito. You just keep moving forward. It's reminding me of that saying, carry water. I can't remember what it is now, unfortunately, but you go and you do your job and you do whatever, you become enlightened, and then you go back to doing your job, and there you go, right? That's card 1. Message card 2. The main thing those who've passed would like to tell you who've not passed is that once you get over the shock of having safely arrived, completely intact, cool as ever, and bathed in love, what you'll miss most about Earth after ice cream is the beguiling romance of uncertainty. Oh, yes, you will. You really do have it made, the universe. So let me tell you that, I'll read it again. The main thing those who have passed over would like to tell those who have not passed over yet is that once you get over the shock of having safely arrived, completely intact, cool as ever, and bathed in love, what you'll miss most about Earth after ice cream is the beguiling romance of uncertainty. Oh, yes, you will. You really do have it made, the universe. That's card 2. And you know what, like everybody think, not everybody, I think like, oh my gosh, like this uncertainty, if only I knew. And it kind of makes sense that that's something that when you can have every single thing on the other side, and the moment you think about it, it just is there. It's kind of like nice. It's a nice experience to be down here and having that uncertainty and working towards things. And then of course, card 3, if you picked card 3, always kindness prevails. No matter how things appear, nor how humbling a task, nor how unkind they've been. Always the universe. Always kindness prevails. No matter how things appear, nor how humbling a task, nor how unkind they've been. Kindness always prevails. You know what? That reminds me of another saying of, when you really have strength, when you really are that love and that strength and that beauty and grace, you just move through life with a whisper, because that's all you need to do. You know your power, you know your strength, you know your beauty, and we all have that, and we don't have to shout about it or be mean to others to have that, just happen. Just go through life, and kindness always prevails. I love it. All right, my friends, I will see you, tomorrow. We have a weekend reading, and again, as you know, Mondays are my 3-card pick a card shorts. Tuesdays, super duper girl shorts. Wednesdays are my predictions, 3-card picks. Thursdays Thursdays, energy reading and a 3-card pick. And tomorrow, Fridays, are my weekend predictions with the 3-card picks. I hope you guys all have a great day. I will see you tomorrow. As you know, I'm on other people's channels every now and then. Here we go. Check out my community pages. I always post where I'll be at. And I hope to see you there. All right. Namaste.